Hello and welcome. My name is Jamie Lee and this is day 1 of waking up at 5 a.m. for a week. In true YouTube fashion, I woke up earlier than 5 a.m. to set up this shot. But it is Monday, the 5th of June, 7 minutes past 5 a.m. And you know what? That's exactly what it feels like. It feels like 5 a.m. in the middle of winter. So forgive me, I will be with you in just a few short moments. Please feel free to subscribe. Okay, I'm a little bit more awake now. My eyes are still burning, but I've woken up at 5 a.m. and what I realized is I don't really have a reason to be waking up this early. I mean, the reason why I'm doing this video is because I heard that waking up early is one of the common traits of the most highly successful people in the world, and I want to be a highly successful person, so I figured I'd start by trying to wake up at 5 a.m. And the reality is, I don't really feel like I have a purpose right now because it is so early in the middle of winter. It is still pitch black outside. It is dark. The sun hasn't begun to rise, and it is so cold. And I'm not saying this to complain, I'm saying this because I think that one of the reasons why a lot of people don't wake up early is there's just no reason to. I have a morning routine that I usually do and it sets me up perfectly for the day when I wake up at 8, even 8:30. It's still early in the morning and I still have a whole day ahead of me. So waking up this 2 to 3 hours earlier, I have more time on my hands, but I don't really have more things to do on my to-do list. So it just feels a bit like I'm wasting time. I don't know if that makes sense. So my plan right now is to get out of this bed because it is really cozy and warm and so tempting to just go back to sleep. And I'm going to go to the bathroom, do my thing, brush my teeth. Then I'm going to sit down at my desk and write a list of all the things that I want to do this morning. And slowly but surely I will tick them off. I'm hoping that by doing this, I can gain a sense of why some people prefer to be part of the 5 a.m. club and what the benefits could be if I do gain any benefits. I can't really think past the cold and the darkness right now, so come along with me and I hope you enjoy.
Darkest hour, I wanna come for you. I know you've been alone. Oh, where do you go? In your head, when in the real world there's snow.
Okay, so here I am back from my business and I'm in a way better mood than I was when I first woke up, and I have a lot more energy than I thought I would. And I'm not sure if that's because I'm excited to film this video or what really, but I'm just gonna ride the wave. So I'm gonna make up my bed now and then I'll get to that to-do list.
Find yourself nowhere new. Lost and looking for a soul. Grab it from what you can hold. Sometimes realize there's nowhere to go. 'Cause the thing we're
Okay, so it was actually quite nice to take this time to gather my thoughts. I think I'm getting a sense of that calming feeling, that mindfulness of waking up really early in the morning. And now that I have my to-do list and I managed to gather my thoughts, I have a clearer objective for this video. I think I'm gonna do some research about people who wake up at 5 a.m. and why they wake up at 5 a.m. I'm also going to do some research about what the supposed benefits should be and compare those to my overall experience, which I will share with you at the end of the week. So I will check back in with you tomorrow. Good morning. It's day 2, baby. Let's get it. Okay, so I have so much more energy today than I did yesterday. Don't mind my lisp. I have a retainer. I had braces and those were expensive, so I wear a retainer. But I have so much energy this morning, and I think that's because I actually got a decent amount of sleep. I went to bed just before 9 last night, and I feel amazing. And you know what? I also realized yesterday that when I woke up, I didn't really have a plan. I didn't know what to do to fill my time. But this morning, I'm going to shift all of my morning routine activities earlier. And I guess the beauty of that is that I can take my time with them and not feel like I have to do it like boop, 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 boop. You know what I mean? I can just kind of do them at my own pace. So I'm going to get up now and I'm going to do some meditation. I'm gonna do some yoga and Pilates. Yeah, I'm excited. Let's do it. Okay, so I just went to the bathroom, did my thing, and now I'm going to continue with my morning routine. I must say I feel really good. I feel like I have so much energy. It's actually crazy. And like I said earlier, it's definitely down to the fact that I actually had a decent amount of sleep. Well, not even decent, I had a good amount of sleep. So my eyes are not burning. I don't feel sluggish. And it is cold this morning, but it's definitely not as cold as it was yesterday, so it's a little bit easier to get out of bed, and I'm excited to move my body to get warm, so I'm gonna do that now. My body is craving movement, so I'm excited. This is day 2. Wow, I'm so impressed. Good morning. So, it is day 3 of waking up at 5 a.m. and I am so tired this morning. I'm so tired. I'm really contemplating going back to sleep this morning just for another hour because I have so many things to do today. Okay, so I'm filming this clip because I just wanted it on record that I did wake up at 5 a.m. But the reality of this morning is that I'm just way too tired. My body is screaming at me. My mind is screaming at me. I also have this flash in my face right now. And the thing is, I just didn't get enough sleep. I only got to bed after 11 last night. And that means I probably only fell asleep between opposite 11 and 12. Which means that I probably only got just over 5 hours of sleep. And that's just not going to sustain me for what I need to do today. Very exciting but very busy, and I want to have energy to be present and enjoy everything that I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to finally be playing the drums in the studio with other musicians, and I need to be alert and I need to be energized, and I'm not prepared to crash during the middle of this day. I'm just not. So I'm gonna give myself some grace and be kind to myself, and I'm gonna go back to sleep. It's unfortunate, but I have to. So I'll check in with you later, or I'll see you back for day 3. I mean, that's today. Day 4. See you back for day 4. That's the way the cookie crumbles. I'm going back to sleep now. Good morning. This is day 4. Happy Thursday. And we are making up for yesterday. Let's do this thing.
Yeah.
It is 22 minutes past 7 now, and I've finished my entire morning routine, which is kind of crazy. I'm feeling really good. So, I just wanted to touch base about yesterday. So, as you saw, I woke up at 5 o'clock. Actually, I woke up before 5 a.m. and I was planning to get up home. I'm obviously dedicated to the cause, and when I woke up, I just didn't feel good. One thing you need to know about me is I really care about the quality of my energy. I care about the quality of my energy, especially when I'm spending time with other people, because it's not fair on other people for me to show up at 25% energy or 25% capacity when I'm miserable, not thinking clearly, I don't have good ideas or anything good to say to add to any conversation. I honestly would just become mute or like very introvert. And so yesterday was an important day for me because I was going to my friend's recording studio. I'm getting back into drums, so we were gonna have a jam session. We were potentially gonna be recording some music. And I didn't want to show up there feeling the way that I did when I woke up, or potentially having some energy, like getting out of bed, having a little bit of energy, and then crashing halfway through our session. I felt like nobody deserves to spend time with a grumpy Jamie, and I'm self-aware, and I've lived long enough to know that I can't function on less than 7 to 9 hours of sleep. That is my sweet spot. That's where I thrive, where I have the best ideas, I'm in the best mood, I'm offering my best energy. And yesterday I just didn't feel like it was the time for me to compromise my energy for the sake of this video. And I know that might sound dramatic and it might sound harsh, but I think that this 5 a.m. thing only works if you've got an adequate amount of sleep the night before, because otherwise you're just going to be compromising the rest of your day. So I think I made a good call yesterday. I had such an amazing day yesterday. It was so worth going back to sleep. It was so worth going back to sleep. If I could just tell you how wonderful the energy exchange was and what a collaborative effort it was and how everyone showed up with their best energy, you know, that's when magic happens. That's when Happy Friday. We made it to day 5. It's the weekend, baby. Hello. So it is a little bit later in the day now. It is about 9:53. I say later in the day, but it's actually still the morning time. It's so crazy. Am I a morning person now? Well, it is day 5. It is the end of my challenge. Perfect time to share my final thoughts and tell you a bit about my overall experience. So, at the beginning of the week, I said that I was going to do some research on the benefits of waking up at 5 a.m. and what kinds of people wake up at 5 a.m. And I ultimately decided not to do that because I didn't want the information that I found to influence my experience. I wanted to go in blind, wake up at 5 a.m. every day, and formulate my own opinion about waking up at 5 a.m. every day. So I successfully woke up at 5 a.m. for 4 out of the 5 days of the week, which is pretty good. If this was a test, that would be about 80%, so not too shabby. But I think it would be cool if I could pull up the list of benefits and compare those to my actual experience. Okay, so I've pulled up a list of all the benefits, and I will leave a link to this page in the description below in case you want to read some more or gain better insight into what I'm talking about. So the list here has about 7 points. They are increased productivity, establishing a morning routine, time for self-care, improved mental well-being, better preparation and organization, enhanced time management, and quiet and solitude. Now, out of those 7 things, the ones that I experienced this week: increased productivity for sure, enhanced time management, and quiet and solitude. And I say that because I experienced an increase in my productivity almost immediately, because I would wake up, film for this video, import the footage that I had just filmed, and once I was done with my morning routine, I would start editing, and that would be before 8 o'clock in the morning, which was crazy. The thing about this enhanced time management point is that it was very evident on Monday that I woke up and I didn't really have a plan. And so I felt like, I think I even said it, I felt like I was wasting time. And I learned from that, and from Tuesday onwards, I had planned what I was going to do in the morning. I was planning my time better. So automatically, my time management was enhanced. And then the point about quiet and solitude, I definitely loved that aspect of waking up at 5 a.m. There was just something so beautiful about being awake before the world, hearing the birds chirping, the dogs barking, having their little conversations across the neighborhood, you know, hearing people's cars zooming by, and then that chaos of the world just increasing in volume. It was kind of surreal almost, so I really loved that aspect of it. But then in terms of establishing a morning routine, time for self-care, improved mental well-being, better preparation and organization, I would say that those are things that I already experience because of the lifestyle that I live. I really prioritize my mental health and my physical health, and I've already established a morning routine that I've been doing for years now. So waking up at 5 a.m. didn't really increase those points for me because I've already been experiencing it and I've already carved time out of my day to experience it. So that was pretty interesting. As for the types of people who wake up at 5 a.m., the list is entrepreneurs and business professionals, students, fitness enthusiasts, those seeking personal development, parents and caregivers. Now, out of that list, I fall into the entrepreneur category, the fitness enthusiast category, and those seeking personal development. So I'm a creative. I don't have a corporate 9 to 5. So waking up at 5 a.m. isn't necessary for me to strategize and answer emails and all of those things that corporate professionals would have to do or would need more time to do. I'm a student of life. I love learning about life. But in terms of deadlines or assignments or projects or exams that I have to be prepared for, I don't really have an extra workload that I need to fit into my day. I am a fitness enthusiast, but because of my flexible schedule and because my physical health is already a top priority for me, I make sure to incorporate that into my day. It didn't really make a difference to me. I'm not a parent or a caregiver. I don't have that responsibility of waking up to care for somebody else, like feeding times, putting in kids' lunches, changing nappies, taking out kids' clothing, getting them washed and ready, combing hair, and all of the things that come along with taking care of kids. Overall, I would say that I think waking up at 5 a.m. only works, and I think I've said this multiple times throughout this video, it only works if you've gotten adequate amount of sleep and good quality sleep, because the benefits of good quality sleep outweigh the benefits of waking up at 5 a.m. I think they go hand in hand, but if you haven't gotten good sleep, then waking up at 5 a.m. you're just gonna be a zombie. You're not gonna be able to think clearly. You're gonna be so tired that you are miserable. Sleep deprivation is a terrible experience. If you've ever had insomnia, if you've ever struggled with sleep paralysis or like any sleep issues, then you would know how important it is to get a decent amount of sleep. So in that way, I don't think that it works for everyone. I think it depends on your individual goals and your individual lifestyle. If you are so busy, if you're the kind of person who has to wake up early to take care of kids, you have to be at work, you've got all of these deadlines, you come home, you have to cook and clean and see to your family, and then you go sleep, and then you wake up the next day and repeat. If that is your life, then I think incorporating some extra time into the day, waking up at 5 o'clock, could be really beneficial to you, because then you will be carving out time for yourself, and that is really important. But for someone like me, I am always prioritizing self-care, because if I'm not showing up as the best version of myself, I can't contribute to the world in any good way. So I think it's important for me to take care of myself so that I have a source of energy and love to contribute to the rest of the world. Would I ever do this again? Maybe. Like if I was training for a marathon, or if I was on set shooting a film and it was long days and I needed to carve out self-care time. I opened one of my businesses that I plan to open one day and I don't have time for myself, then I would potentially wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. So that was my experience. I hope that you enjoyed this video. My name is Jamie Lee Benjamin. Thank you so much for sharing your time and energy with me. And as always, I am sending you all of my love and my light.